middle of the water over there. There we go, Colin's got a jukebox. He's dug for it like you.
Yeah, it's well done. Good effort.
Good effort, mate. Super Cooper. Woohoo! Isn't it?
Woohoo!
Good day for ducks. Quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. He's going to get some bread. Look at him, he's coming over. Oh, and there's his missus. There's a wee female ducky coming up as well. Quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. Looking for some food, eh? Good morning guys, how are we? My name's Mark from Treasure Hunting Scotland. Today we're off on an adventure. This is a Highland treasure hunt. See if we can find any old bottles. This town was built in the early 1600s by the Clan Campbells. And I'm going to walk the riverbank today to see if we can find any old bottles, do a bit of mudlarking. And if that all fails, we'll head up to a local town from here that's got a good beach that we always find stuff on. And we'll see what we find there. So let's go for a little walk. It's a beautiful day. The sun is absolutely splitting the skies, and let's hope we get some nice finds. Well guys, at first I thought that was just a bit of a battery, but it's not. You can see that it's got a wee shovel on it. That is a relic of some sort. I don't know where from, but yeah, it's a beautiful little relic and not part of a car battery as I first thought. There we go. Got another couple of nice bits of sea glass, which are nice. Bit of pottery. I'm not sure if this is part of a toy gun, but you can see it's got axes on it and a working spanner. Maybe part of a toy gun. Plenty of little coins as well, but yeah, nothing spectacular. Going to move along to a further part of the beach and hopefully we'll get some better finds. You can see reminiscences of the old finds on this beach. Oh, Glasgow. Old beer bottle there for Glasgow. But you can definitely see the old reminiscences are there. So there's got to be whole bottles somewhere on this beach. So there you go, nice little bottle stopper I found. That's one of the first things we found there. Mudlarking. I then got a nice big fishing weight and two coins, one modern and one looks like it could be an Elizabeth II. But yeah, some nice little finds. Jam pot. Loads of them in here. They're all cracked. The reason everything's cracked in here is because it's tumbling down all the rocks. They've all got like hairlines and that on them. And that's basically just the rocks. When they're tumbling down the river, they're clinking off all the rocks. It's surprising that it's actually made it in one piece. But it shows you how good that these pieces were actually made back in the day. That hasn't actually broken. Well, I'm walking up a side stream of the riverbank just now. I've clocked a bottle in the water. Check this out. Let's have a look and see what it says. Elman's Royal Embarkation for Horses Manufacturer's Slough. I don't know if that's like an enema or something like that for a horse, but it's something anyway. Jam pot over here as well. I should be so lucky, eh? Jam pot. Yeah, I'm going to have a wee look about because I see another couple of bottles down there and we'll go down and see what they are as well. Just dug this out an embankment. It's just a little, probably a meds pot or a cream pot. You can see it's got 30 on it, which maybe stands for 30 grams of cream. Probably would have had a white lid or a plastic lid. A lot of these were creams that were made by chemists, and they used to put a plastic lid on them at the top. Some of them would be stamped with boots and stuff like that, but yeah, beautiful little white jar. It's not one I'm going to take with me. I'll leave it here in case anybody, future mudlarkers, come along and they find it and they can have it. It's just not the kind of stuff that I am looking for. So what can you find mudlarking at the beach? Well, some of the things on this beach you can actually find are sea glass. You get baby little shells, and of course you get these. And this is volcanic rock. That's just some of the things you can find down at Ardmore Point in Scotland. And there's lots of sea glass. Most of it's modern, but it's still hazed because it's been in amongst the stones. But yeah, beautiful bits of sea glass and volcanic rock. Oh, check this beauty out. Oh, it's a green whisky flask. Oh, gutted that's got nothing on it, do you know that? Braw colour as well. I'm surprised nobody's took that, because that is a braw colour. That is a beautiful green whisky flask. Oh, it's got some age to it, by the way. It's like 1900s that. Some real age to that. And you can see again that rust where it's come out the embankment. There is a real rusty bit really quite far back up the river where there used to be an old bleach works, but yeah. But it's a beautiful little whisky flask. Sorry, I'm just emptying the reminiscences of this whisky flask that I found. It's an old one, but it doesn't have anything on it. I have, however, spotted a bottle in amongst all the rocks. Oh. Right, let's head over to the side so I don't drop anything. This is all coming out the sides. That's a whisky flask. And that's a whisky flask as well. Look at that, eh? Lovely bottles, but just nothing on them, unfortunately. And that's reminiscences of that stuff that I've been seeing that's meant to have been an embankment that collapsed. Although I can't find the embankment, I have seen a wall that's been built, and I'm wondering if that's where the embankment's dropped. And they built a wall to stop it from dropping into the water. I've spotted what looks like another marmalade pot, but a very small one. I think that's a marmalade or jam pot. It is. Very nice as well. That's come out the tip. You see the lovely orange rust in there. But that's a nice marmalade or jam pot. Oh, there's another one. I missed that. I totally never even seen that. It's Aqua. It's made by L&T. I don't know if that's latent tile. I don't know. Could be. I could be wrong. I'll need to look that up. L&T anyway. And we'll try and get a wee ID on that one. Well, I'm standing in the middle of the river right now. I've spotted something and I don't want it to go over my boots because it can be quite deceiving. But yeah, I am right. That's ash. Some sort of ash in there. I think it's ash. I think there's a tip in there. But it also looks like it's mixed with clay. You can see what looks like a capping of white clay sand, which generally is the end of a tip. And then we've got the ash combination here. You see it? That's an ash combination of tip, which tells me the tip's right up here. And right up here relates to quite a historical part of this stream, and there's definitely a tip in there, so there should be goodies about here as well. And here is another. It looks like an inkwell, doesn't it? Out the riverbank. Aqua, or is it green? I think you're aqua. It's a nice aqua cotton rail inkwell. That's nice. I always check for a wee ponto. You never know. They're out there to be found. Beautiful aqua inkwell, which is nice. Well, I spotted another one in the river. Boots Cash Chemist. That's a nice one. Lovely Boots the Chemist bottle. Possibly a bit of its original label still on it, even though it's in the water. But yeah, beautiful Boots the Chemist. That's a nice bottle. I'm going to take that one with me. Unusual, I don't normally find them like that. So this one's going to come with me. Spotted at first glance, looked like a bit of lead and I was just going to leave it. Then I decided I'm going to have a look just in case, and I was right to have a look because that is a kid's toy. Now that to me looks like a cannon or a gun. Double fire gun in it. Yeah, it's part of an old gun or cannon. And I found a bit of pottery in here as well, which relates to an ornamental piece. And I found many like this here. So yeah, I would definitely say that's tip up there. And when the water gets high, it's wearing into the embankments underneath and it's just collapsing into the water. And it's probably been doing that for the best part of years. Well, I've just found this lying on the dry stones here, and that's a beautiful little saucer from probably a 1900s doll set to 1920s Victorian doll set. I thought there was maybe a wee stamp on the back of that. There is a bit of a stamp on that, just here. Fortunately, I just can't read it. But there is something on that. Some little stamp of some sort. I will see if I can get a magnifying glass on that and identify it. Guys, don't know if you remember the time when I was looking for this tip. I went downstream and I said to you, I've found a cream pot, but I can't get to it. So I went back to that place where I found the cream pot, and obviously, weather permitting, the cream pot wasn't there. So I started walking and walking and walking down the stream, and lo and behold, I've only gone and found the cream pot. Which is nice, eh? Yes, nice little cream pot. Is that a saucer or a golf ball? It's a golf ball. But yeah, I'm chuffed to bits for that cream pot, man. That is a belter. And I told you I would find a way downstream to it, didn't I? And there you go, there it is. Well, there we go, we have a lovely brown medicine bottle. That would have been some sort of chemist bottle, and it most likely would have had a label stuck on it. We're finding a lot of chemist stuff tonight, which can be good and can be bad. Just means you don't get a lot of cream pots or ginger beers for some bizarre reason. If somebody's had a clear out John McCann Co Limited Glasgow, again, that's a chemist. Yeah, a lot of chemist stuff, a lot of chemist stuff actually. Yeah, just going to finish off up here, see what I get, and then I'm going to call it a day. Well, at this moment in time, I'm just taking the balls as far back as I can get them. I've got some sort of strainer for something. No idea what it was for, but I'm going to take it anyway. I then got a little trinket. Look at that. Looks like an old ornamental trinket box. Or for something anyway. God knows what you'd used it for. Maybe just a display piece on your mantelpiece. You always remember that, your granny used to have display cabinets and things like that. She used to have all these mad ornaments in them. It's changed days, hasn't it? A lot of people don't have that anymore. But that's kind of what these remind me of, all these little trinkets. And then I get this big belter, Kepler. It's been a long time since I've had one quite a big size. These are from a chemical works factory. It's the Welcome Chemical Works. 479,461. I wonder if that's how many bottles that they've made, or if that's the number of the bottle manufacturers. Just shows you they made these in bulk. A lot of these stuff come in bulk. You can see where I've ran my shovel down that. I don't know if I've hairlined it. It just looks like a shovel scrape all the way down it. It's got stuck between the prongs. But yeah, I'm still finding stuff, so I'm going to keep going for a wee bit, and if I get anything else, I'll come back to you. Well, there we go, look at that. Another two out. John McCann Co Chemist Glasgow. A lovely little small one. They're nice. Do like my chemists. Beautiful little chemist. But this belter's just come out. It's a big brown glass ammonia. Kind of greeny brown glass ammonia bottle. So there we go, guys. Couple of finds. Quartz. Imperial. Now, that well could be about 20 to 30 ounces. I always check for a pontilled. On these bottles, that's something that you should always do. Now, I've dug this out, right, and I might just be looking at it wrong, but do you guys think that looks like a pontilled? Because it's like just going in and there's a dent there, as if it's been blown, but it's just at this one part here, and I think that possibly could be a pontilled. I could be wrong. It does look like a blown bottle, possible pontilled on that bottle. Doesn't make it too old. I mean, it could just be an early 1800s bottle here, like late 1800s, but pontilled, hand blown. It's hard to tell. I'm going to take it anyway, get a better look at it and see what everybody thinks on one of the forums.